I'm going to ask if there's a message for all of us before we dive into the zodiac from Spirit. And it is the Magician. So it's funny because I was just going to be talking about manifestation and how this is a time of such rapid manifestation. I know we talk about it a lot, co-creating with the divine, really being conscious of what the energy is that you're putting out there, but it is coming in so quickly in the physical now, especially if you've been, you know, with me in these readings for a while, on this soul path for a while. You've been working on clearing blocks out of your way. You've been working on making that filter, you know, between you and that divine energy just as thin as possible, or non-existent. You know, I don't know if non-existent is possible while we're breathing, but just really clearing out those blocks. And you've been doing that. So now is the time when those, you know, the more you clear away those blocks, the more rapidly those manifestations are coming into you. So be very, very conscious what you're aligning your energy with. And I would like to emphasize, because I just had a spirit epiphany about this week, how important it is to really be specific with the divine about what you do want. You know, sometimes it's 222, sometimes we do get into the trap of, you know, not taking enough power. The divine has given us the power to ask, to be specific, to name what it is we want in faith, knowing that, you know, the divine can do anything, that there's nothing that is past God's ability. So, you know, be as wild and specific as you want, you know, thinking about timing. When would you like to see these specific things come into your reality? Thinking about exactly what you would love for it to feel like, to look like. And then, of course, releasing that, not releasing what you want, but saying, God, I know you're bringing in this or something better. Releasing exactly what it's going to look like is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, sometimes people worry when we're writing down or when we're getting very clear and specific about what we're trying to align with, what we're manifesting. Not trying to, but what we are aligning with coming in. And, you know, sometimes we worry that, oh, I don't want to limit God. Don't worry, you can't. Or, oh, I don't want it to seem like I'm, you know, trying to override God. Don't worry, you can't. And, you know, all of those are just ego fears. They're all just little ways that the mind is trying to hold you back from really stepping into that divine power of you aligned with God and receiving everything that you're being invited to ask for and receive. So just go crazy, you know, write out and be specific and think about timing with everything that you are aligning with God to receive, and then say thank you to the divine that you're bringing all this in, or something even better. And then just releasing that. The release part means don't just forget about it. It means align with it and then trust. Releasing the control part, releasing the fear part, releasing any doubt that it is coming in, releasing any doubt that that or something even better is coming in. Okay? It absolutely is. All right. And so we also have the moon, which is about clearing away those blocks, about clearing away that filter that is the mind, that is the shadow self, that is that part that wants to hold you back from all that abundance, wants to hold you back only because, you know, it's a sort of a, you know, basic survival kind of instinct to stay safe, to stay small, to not expand. You know, that's what the ego would want. It's very primal. Okay, so this is about moving into that which your soul really wants. Okay, that's what this month is about. This is going to be a month of really aligning your energies, because many things may feel a little bit on hold right now. You may feel limited with money. You may feel that circumstances aren't what they need to be. But that just makes it even more perfect time for you to really align and move toward what you do want. Okay, so we're going to start with Pisces. Surprise, Pisces, you're first. And we're going to see what message comes out specifically for Pisces for the month of March. I'm going to do several layers to this message to see. For Pisces for March, thank you, Spirit. What guidance is there, please, for Pisces? Thank you. Okay. A couple of threes. It's really good energy of just what we're just talking about. You in that Trinity, you with the divine, with imbalance with yourself, your own inner divine masculine feminine, or in a partnership in the physical, in union with the divine. Okay. There are a couple things to be aware of this month, Pisces. Okay. So now is the time I'm getting, yeah. Now is the time, Pisces, for you to really clean house as far as your energies go, as far as your thoughts go. It is really time for you to, I mean, with this moon and the Wheel of Fortune, I am just getting, it is time for you to really clear out and shine the floodlight on anything energetically, mentally, you know, fear-based that would be standing in your way, because this Wheel of Fortune is saying that it is a really crucial time for things to happen. Now, you do have a lot of 3 symbolism in this reading. You have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and then here in this Wheel of Fortune there are 3 faces. Okay, and they're all kind of different types of reactions. They're all sort of seeing different things. So I'm seeing for you, Pisces, and there's scissors in the middle of here, in the middle of this picture with a thread, and there's it looks like, you know, things are kind of entangled in this thread, but I'm using a new camera, so things are kind of entangled in this thread, and then there's scissors here. So you're going to be cutting yourself out of some entanglement that you've been in, and the key to that is going to be this awareness of the fears, of the shadows that have been holding you back. Okay, Pisces, when you're first, you get to be the one that watches me try to monkey with the light and the camera that I'm trying to figure out. So there's, you know, pros and cons to being first. So the 3 of Cups here, this is wow, there's something synchronistic about me trying to look, you know, composed and also really figure things out at the same time. That's what you're doing, right, Pisces? Because, you know, you have so much here about this being a time of, you know, you trying to cut yourself out of this entwinement, out of this, this entrapment in different ways. These ties with people, these ties in your life. And it's like you're trying to find, you know, what is my focal point? What is my point of view? That's something I got a lot with this card. It's like there's all these different points of view, and you're realizing that your perspective, your point of view is changing your reality. That's what's happening, okay, Pisces? So with this 3 of Cups, you have come into a time recently, and we saw this together in February, of joy, of connection, of you learning, see, we're figuring it out, of you learning the beauty and the joy that comes from connecting to others on a soul level. And, you know, February really filled up your cup as far as you allowing yourself to feel joy, allowing yourself to feel connection. But what's happening now, which is, you know, kind of a difficult energy, is this 7 of Swords. In this deck, it's this raccoon, you know, which is all about, it's sort of like a stealing energy. It's a robbing kind of energy. You know, and here behind the raccoon, you see the circus. You know, it's like you were having a great time. You were really enjoying yourself. You were really connecting. And then, you know, the mind and maybe some people kind of reflecting this mental energy have tried to come in and kind of steal that good time, steal that joy, steal that free feeling from you. Okay, but you cannot allow that. And this month is really going to be about you recognizing the ways, you recognizing and ending the ways that you're allowing your joy to be stolen. That's the nutshell way of saying that. Because with this 3 of Wands, you know, this is showing you seeing the manifestation potential. Because, you know, you aligned with joy, and in that joy came into your life in February. It really did. You connected with that, and you were like, oh, wow, I can be happy. I do kind of know the key to my happiness. And I am seeing those ships coming in. And, you know, here it's this frog waving around these wands like, hey, over here, to the ships. Like, you know, I'm here, I'm here. And that's what I feel you've been doing, Pisces. You've been feeling a connection within yourself and to other people, and you've been going like, oh, I'm in here, I'm in here. But like I say, the mind and maybe other people reflecting it have sort of curtailed that in some way, have made you feel a little bit separated from that in some way. But this month is going to be all about you recognizing the way. See how this woman is just in power. She knows her power. She's not afraid to look at those things that are trying to hold her back. And this is going to be your month to really look at those things, Pisces. Maybe those things you were afraid or shying away from looking at before. This is going to be your time to do that with the Wheel of Fortune. This is your time to really do that, to cut those ties out that would be separating you from what makes you happy, and end that cycle. Absolutely end that cycle of you having to suffer, of you having to be the one who doesn't get the happy, quote, ending. You know, this is about you shaking up and changing your whole world and challenging your whole world view, your world, through cutting away those things and clearing away those things that were threatening to hold you back. Okay. You have the Two of Cups here. This is really beautiful. That is about soul connection, love, and the heart chakra. Yeah. So you coming into March, Pisces, is going to be all about you shifting into the heart, into this heart space. Letting your heart lead you into that beautiful reflection of that love, or of that heart chakra. This is going to be about you following your heart, being true to your heart until your heart leads you into that physical reflection of that love. And this is trusting that it will. So much green, so much heart energy here is going to lead you right away from that, you know, deceptive mind energy that would kind of cheat you, try to cheat you out of what is rightfully yours, you know, as a divine being. You know, as far as love goes, as far as connection goes, you are entitled. You know, you're a divine being. You're entitled to connection, to joy, to love, just as much as anybody else. But for some reason, Pisces, that has been sort of snatched away from you in the past. Okay. So now we're going to ask for a message specifically regarding love for Pisces for March. What is the message when express yourself wants to come out? But I am going to see express yourself, so speak. Okay. And there is, I'm going to ask for clarification. There is a card about deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay. I'm just feeling into this. And I even may need clarification, more clarification from the tarot, because this is such an interesting message for you, Pisces. The King of Swords. Wow. I'm just going to feel into this for a minute. This is a little bit intense. Let's see. So deception, King of Swords. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs. Okay. This is about you taking off your mask when it comes to love. Yeah. Because Pisces, you have been the one wearing the mask. You have been the one deceiving yourself. And maybe this has been reflected to you by others. But see how the divine, the angel, is trying to take this mask off of this woman. You know, this other person is reacting defensively to her because they're like, who are you? You know, they can't see who you are. So someone else, you've not been able to connect, or like we said earlier, when you were connecting, you immediately felt like, you know, something happened and disconnected you. And this was because you're wearing a mask. You're not being true to yourself. You are being in your mind. This King of Swords is a very inflexible energy. It's a very rigid energy. It's an energy of, I know I'm right, or, you know, I can't back down. You know, I can't show my vulnerability. And this month, regarding love, it's about you showing your vulnerability, being who you truly are, taking off that mask, and watching for the signs, for the guidance that you are being given. That's what this card means, because it says the signs. The signs are cautioning you. The signs are letting you know the way to go. And here you can see this spirit presence, you know, showing her this white flower, but she's not looking at it. So it's really important for you, Pisces, to just really connect with your true self and allow that to through your heart chakra guidance, allow that to lead you in March, because it's going to be about you following your heart and not allowing that mind and that King of Swords energy to come in and convince you that you can't have joy, that you can't have love, you can't have connection, you can't be vulnerable. That's all, you know, a result of conditioning, a result of those lessons that you've been learning, okay? That is those lessons you've been learning. It is not to allow yourself to be, you know, tied and held back from the love that is yours, okay? So now we're going to ask for a message regarding work, regarding your work in March, Pisces. Regarding your soul purpose, okay? Okay. Yeah. This, you following your heart and getting out of your mind, is going to be really big for you. Mm-hmm. Really big for you, Pisces, and it's going to extend over into your work life. There is some, let me feel into this. Pisces, you're complicated this month. Yeah, I'm sure you're complicated all the time, but wow, this is complicated. So this is showing you shifting out of the perception of limitations, shifting again the way you look at things. That's a really big theme in your reading, Pisces, is shifting out of the way you've been looking at things so that you can break out of these ties that you can see here. You know, she feels tied up, but they're very, very flimsy ties. And it's about, in March, you breaking out of those, shifting your perspective into the soul. He's examining, you know, this crystal here, and it's about you shifting your perspective out of the mind into the soul awareness. That's what you're going to be doing. There's something, Pisces, for you, definitely in following your heart and having to do with a soul connection, having to do with the way someone feels about you or the way you feel about someone else. There is somewhere, and especially with that love message about, you know, revealing your true feelings. There's something, and because I was asking about work, there is something having to do with your work, having to do with you serving your soul purpose, that is going to be hand in hand with you expressing how you feel about someone or recognizing someone's feelings about you. It's all going to be part of your soul purpose, all a part of your path, and you following that in March. Okay, Pisces. So that's a beautiful message for you. It's all about that perspective shifting, all about you seeing where you're not trapped, you're not held back, and moving into more freedom, into more connection, into more joy, and definitely into more love through vulnerability, through you being your true self in March. And that's going to serve you in your work as well. Do not allow your mind to hold you back. And if it's manifesting as the, you know, if it's manifesting from other people and their judgments and what they're saying and doing, don't allow that to hold you back either. Certainly, you know, don't allow that projection of the fears of the judgment and whatnot to hold you back from where your heart is leading you. Okay, Pisces, that's beautiful. All right. Okay, this is for Aquarius. So let's see what message is coming through for Aquarius. Okay. What general message is coming through for Aquarius for March 2019? Spirit, thank you. Starts with the Ace of Pentacles. That's nice. A big gift, a big something that you're going to notice this month. I'm seeing something you're going to notice because you now are the Page of Wands. You now are, your eyes have opened in a new way. Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands too. Wow, there's a lot in your reading about you having this special vision now, Aquarius. You are able to see now. And you're able to recognize this gift that is coming in. In the past, you may not have seen it, recognized it. Now you are. This is beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's see one more. Thank you. Empress. Starting with the Ace of Pentacles, ending with the Empress. That's pretty amazing. So, yeah, this Ace of Pentacles, it's this beautiful gift, and you're kind of like, wow, who, me? Like, really? This is for me, Aquarius? Are you kidding? You might be kind of looking around going like, I'm going to take off and run with this. Is it really mine? So yes, it's yours. And it's going to be this, like I say, surprise discovery. It's going to be this thing where you're like, wow. And it might be something that, just because of everything I'm seeing here, I'm just getting, it might be something, Aquarius, that you wouldn't even have noticed in the past. But now you see it and you're like, oh, you know what? It's like, Aquarius, you're seeing the ways that the divine is giving you things. And before, you may have viewed something as like a, wow, this just happened, or, you know, oh, I can't believe it, or, you know, just sort of a circumstance kind of thing. And now, because your perspective has shifted so much with this Page of Wands and this Queen of Wands, look, see the lion's, no, it's over here. It's backwards on the camera. See this lion's vision here? Yeah. Everything is flipped, right? So you're seeing things different now. So you're able to see things in a completely new way with this this vision of the lion, this Page of Wands, fox energy, where it's very, very sharp, very clever. Nothing's getting by you this month, Aquarius. You have this like X-ray vision, and you can see. Yeah. You can see in a very magical way, because this is like this little girl who has like this, you know, whimsical vision. You can see in a very magical way how your wishes are coming true, the things that are coming in that you've asked for. You can see these gifts. Yeah. And you can now see how these gifts that are coming in, you can now see how something that's happening now is going to sustain you long term. You can now see, wow, this is really nice. You can see how whatever is coming in now this month is the seed that's going to grow this like long term, strong foundation and life for you. That's what you're seeing with this Ten of Pentacles. You're seeing how this is going to lead to prosperity long term. Yes, right now it's the one pentacle, and you're just like grabbing it and going, oh, this is it. This is the seed that's just going to burst and, you know, bring me so much fertility, so much growth, and it's long term. And it's because you now are seeing things through divine eyes. You're recognizing this gift. Now, you also have this Five of Swords in the middle of all that amazingness, and I am going to ask for clarification for Aquarius for this Five of Swords. Just because it feels so, wow, out of place, but it comes with the Empress. So what this tells me is that with the Five of Swords, there was some pain. There was a sort of a snaky energy in your life before, someone who, and this, I am getting this as someone who's no longer in your life, but this is like a snaky energy of the past. You know, someone who just really tried to trick you, tried to hurt you. You know, this could have been out of their fear. This could have been out of their jealousy. There could have been any number of reasons that was happening. But when I asked for clarification, that Empress came out again. So what this is telling me is, you know how we talked about you seeing things with new eyes. You're now seeing how that hurt, how that person who hurt you actually gave you the gift of making you even more powerful. And you're now seeing what a gift it was. You know, however things worked out with that person or situation. Yeah, you now have the Ace of Swords, clarity about what that brought you, what that gave you, what that opened you up to. Yeah, and what it opened you up to is all this joy and stability, all of this Four of Wands energy. So what you're seeing now, Aquarius, is that thing that would have sought to destroy you, that thing that would have sought to hurt you, has actually really helped you. It has lifted you to a place and given you the clarity to see how you really are being given the gift of that Four of Wands, that joy and stability. And it is long-term joy and stability because you have that Ten of Pentacles. So that is so, so beautiful. You know, whatever would have sought to destroy you has only made you stronger in a very divine way. So just, you know, draw as much strength from that as you can this month, Aquarius, having that clarity and seeing the hidden gift that has been given to you. And you are seeing it beautifully, okay? So the love message for Aquarius for March, the love message is give your relationship a chance. Give your relationship a chance. And there is an energy of marriage. Okay. So there's a lot of energy in your spread, Aquarius, about retirement, about long term. And when I say retirement, I just mean, you know, having that sort of long view of, you know, planting the seeds that you will reap for, you know, the rest of your life. And so there's something there that has to do with your partnership too. That's you are, you know, what you're planting now, what you are cultivating now within yourself is going to be something that lasts you a long, long time. It is worth the effort. It is worth you taking a chance on. And I see with that Ace of Pentacles in the beginning and that Ten of Pentacles, that yeah, you are in this place now where you're like, I am going to take a gamble. And it is going to pay off. And that's something that you are doing. Again, you have this new strength from realizing that whatever sort of tried to deceive you, trick you, or hurt you before really made you stronger, made you sharper. It really was a gift. Okay, even if that was yourself, you know, even that was you deceiving you in some way, that happens a lot, you know, with our egos and our minds. Okay, so I'm going to ask now for a message regarding work, regarding soul purpose for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out, please. Thank you. Work, soul purpose. You have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. And you have action. This root chakra card. I'm feeling that just like that Ace of Pentacles, you're seeing with new eyes something that really has the potential to take root and yield so much in the physical. And I'm just getting so much here about you seeing things with new eyes, seeing, and this was kind of a message that was similar to what Pisces got. Pisces was more about shifting their perspective. Yours is about these new eyes, seeing things with like this, yeah, X-ray vision. But it's something regarding your work. This vision, you're going to have inspiration about how something will really work. So this is going to be you moving from a place of just being inspired and excited about an idea in March to really seeing it take root, really seeing how it's going to work. Yeah. And that will enable you to move forward quickly, swiftly, following your soul, the soul indicated by this white horse here, the mind indicated by the black horse, just following along. It's going to lead you to abundance with this 8. 1 plus 7 being 8 here. And it's another 8. That's what I thought. 2 8s. 2 8s. Lots of abundance for you, Aquarius. And I am getting a lot in the spread about long-term abundance. So whatever inspiration gift you're being given this month, and a lot of that is the gift of perspective, of new eyes, of seeing things differently, that is going to lead to you having long-term rewards in your love life and in your work life, your physical life. So just trust whatever is coming in this month in a real way, that Ace of Pentacles, that root chakra, whatever's coming in that real strong way this month, just know that that is the key for you long term. So trust that, follow that, you know, take action, go with it, and let me know how that goes, please. Okay. So next is Capricorn. Capricorn's 3rd this time, not 9th, 10th. Not 10th, but 3rd, okay? Let's see what message comes out for Capricorn. Thank you. Now, it really doesn't matter with the timestamps, but it's just a, you know, it's an energy gift I'm giving. Okay? And for Capricorn. Capricorn's like, I'm not going to let you see my energy right off. How about that? And when I do, it's going to be the Emperor. Okay? So there is definitely an energy with you, Capricorn, of like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it's going to be. Okay, that's good. That's nice. You have the Four of Wands. It's not like I said wines. Four of Wines. Wines? Four of Wines. Are you celebrating? Are you drinking wine and celebrating? Feeling good? You're the Emperor. And you're the Hermit. Okay. And the Hangman. You're the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Hangman. Wow, Capricorn. You're busy. You're busy being still and being in command. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles. This is nice. Feeling into this. This is nice stuff. So these two cards, this Four of Wands and this Nine of Pentacles. There's a very kicked back, laid back, relaxed energy to your reading this month, Capricorn. It's very, I'm good. I'm in command. I'm protected. I'm not worried. So the Four of Wands is this at home. I'm really getting this like good at home energy, comfortable at home. In this deck particularly, you know, it's got these rabbits who just have everything they need. They're cozy and happy. They're harmonious. I'm getting this to be feeling this harmony, this alignment this month. And then with this Nine of Pentacles, it has you feeling very powerful, very supported. You don't feel like you need anybody. This is the feeling you're coming into this month, Capricorn. Being able to kick back and know. You know, you traditionally, you're known, Capricorn, for your work ethic and for being, you know, that energy that's just going to go, go, go. But here, you're relaxing for once. You're enjoying. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy being brought everything I need because I am the Emperor. So you've really, really come into this beautiful, relaxed power. And I feel it's because you really are at a place where you got the memo from the divine that like, it's time to chill out. Like, you got, Capricorn, the message that it's not time to knock yourself out right now. That it's time to conserve your energy. That it's time to be very, very aware of what's going on within yourself. That it's time to really listen to your guidance. To look at things from all angles. And to enjoy, you know, for once, this harmony and this abundance that you do have and really, really kick back and enjoy it. I love seeing all of this. The only thing in this spread that we don't really love seeing or we need to delve into is this shady Page of Swords. Whenever that comes out, it's like shady, shady energy. Okay, so we're just going to... I call that my shady AMFer card. So we're going to ask into that. Who is watching you? Who is like coveting? Or, you know, what is this energy? Asking for clarification for Capricorn about this Page of Swords. Thank you. Okay. Well, haters gonna hate, right? Because you're having a great time. You have the Ace of Cups. You are celebrating. You are connected. You are overcoming your fears. With these mice masks and mice being worries, you are overcoming and celebrating in the face of any fears because you are that Emperor, because you are that very self-aware hermit and hangman, and you know your truth. You're not worried. You're enjoying all those Nine of Pentacles, and you're enjoying this connection, love, celebration. And this new beginning from your heart space. And, you know, haters gonna hate. Somebody's gonna watch that and not like it. But there's certainly not any power here. It's just, you know, and let's look at it positively. That's people watching you, like watch and learn, right? So they're watching you, they're seeing you enjoying life. Many of them or somebody is going to be like, why do you get to do that? But you know what? Because God said so, right? And you can too. You can too. You don't have to just like, you know, hide behind that mask and that sword. You can also step into joy. People watching Capricorn and being jealous, right? Okay, so you have the throat chakra with a 5 and finding balance with a 2 for partnership. So I'm feeling you really changing a lot of dynamics. You know what? You're going to be changing a lot of dynamics that, you know, where these things might come in. You're going to speak your truth in March to a lot of people in a very strong way. You're going to move toward more balance in all these different areas of your life. I'm seeing Capricorn, where it's like you speaking your truth and being very, very powerful in how you represent yourself, being very powerful in how you stand up for yourself, because this is going to be a lot about standing up for yourself. And what you know, what you are, you know, that you're living the life you are entitled to live, of course, divinely. And also speaking, you know, teaching, because like I said, you're going to be an example for others. It's going to be like, you know, I keep getting that, and you can too kind of thing. So it's like, you know, I'm divinely connected. I am enjoying these gifts. I've worked hard to get here, and you can too, you know, Page of Swords people. So, finding balance in all areas of your life, allowing this, abundance and beautiful energy to touch all the areas of your life and bring balance to all of those areas, Capricorn. Beautiful. Okay, and then your love message for March. Let's see. For Capricorn, thank you. Beautiful. So this energy you're in clearly is very, very attractive. It's very, very attractive to others. That's why they're watching you. That's why they can't take their eyes off you, because you're attracting in so much interest, so much attention, so much more beauty. You know, you're magnetizing things into you through your energy. It's just beautiful. It really feels good, Capricorn. And then also in March, yep, it's time to take back control of your life and free yourself. So where love is involved, you know, anything that would have made you feel at the mercy of something in the past, you're going to break out of that. Take back control. You're going to really be moving into that Emperor energy in all areas, including love. And, you know, your power is your uniqueness. You know, you are this beautiful, unique unicorn. So do not allow yourself to be encaged, you know, or held, fenced in any way. Being free is possible, you know, within love, within a love relationship is what you're coming into in March. You know, love doesn't mean captivity. That's something you're learning in March, Capricorn. And now we're going to ask for a message regarding your work, your soul purpose. What is Spirit's message for you, Capricorn, regarding work, soul purpose? Beautiful. Okay. You're going to be, this is similar to this free yourself message, and it has to do with your work. Because you're going to be shifting your perspective of what things look like, what things feel like, shifting more out of your mind, shifting more into your soul, and that's going to be changing your view of the things that you would have felt attached to, the things that you would have in the past felt like were necessities. So this month I'm getting Capricorn, that a lot of things you thought you needed in the past, you're going to be letting go of. because you're looking at things totally differently. So a lot of things before that you just thought, oh my gosh, these, this is just necessary for me. Your view is really going to be changing, and you're really going to be setting yourself free in love and in your life from those perceptions. So March for you, Capricorn, is all about being free from those other people's perceptions, being free from your own attachments, now or in the past, and really moving into more expansion. Yeah, being able to run wild. Fun. I like it. I like it for Capricorn. Okay, so we're moving to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay. Message for Sagittarius for March. 8 of Swords. The Hermit. The Tower. Okay. So this is going to be a month about you being set free as well, Sagittarius, but in a different way than Capricorn. You being moved into a place where you can embrace this Ace of Cups that you have. Beautiful. And the Star. Gorgeous for Sagittarius. Ace of Cups and the Star in March for Sagittarius. And the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. So Sagittarius, the message here is you're going to get everything you need. You're being moved into everything you could possibly want and need in March with this Ace of Cups, Star, and 9 of Cups. First, this 8 of Swords, this Tower, and the Hermit. Okay, so what this is saying is that you are in the midst, Sagittarius, of being challenged to let go and really eject yourself, or allow yourself to be divinely ejected from some situations and this could just be, mental perceptions. This can just be sort of, kind of a prison you've built for yourself that has made you feel trapped and unable to speak your truth. There are situations, you know what, I'm just getting like, it's sort of like a prison of my own making kind of feeling. Like, it's this feeling of, oh my gosh, I got myself here. I have entrapped myself. And I've now really backed myself into a corner. And this can be, just with what you have, Sagittarius, kind of built as the idea of who you are, either just internally or what you have kind of put out there. But it's this energy of confronting this thing that's become sort of a prison feeling. And you're ready to break out, or you're being divinely helped to break out. Your higher self definitely wants you to break out of this prison and be free and be able to really look at yourself authentically and move into a new phase of being free, not being in this kind of perceived prison, but being free to fly, to be yourself, to be joyful. That's what you're being moved into. Because, I'm getting this sense, Sagittarius, it's like you have felt for so long like, okay, I'm playing by the rules, I've played by the rules, whatever that means to you. But you're looking up and you're seeing like, oh wow, where has that gotten me? I still feel trapped. I still feel unable to speak my truth. And see, that bird is captured and held by the neck. And here with the Tower, though, all the birds are free and flying. And, even though it's a fiery energy, it's kind of a destructive energy. It's got the full moon here. It's a very illuminating energy. And it gives freedom. All those birds are flying. There's so much freedom from that Tower this month. Sagittarius, there's so much freedom from just saying like kind of F it. You know what? I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I'm not going to hold myself to that imaginary standard anymore. And now what you're doing is holding the light up. I don't know why I'm having trouble, Sagittarius, holding the cards where you can see them, but that may be an energy thing of, you know, it's difficult to look at. It's literally difficult to look at. But you are now ready to, in March, you're being given the opportunity anyway to hold up the light and to really be moved into that freedom and clarity. Okay, and on the other side of that, it's so beautiful, because on the other side of that, when you do, there's the Ace of Cups, beautiful celebration, joy. Capricorn had this too, this beautiful, it's like a party. It is you being able to just revel with like wild abandon, you know, free, yes. And it's also the star, your dreams, your wishes coming true and pulling you forward. You know, when you allow that tower to happen, allow that freedom to happen, you're going to rocket forward. Now, you know, it may be challenging because, you know, she's kind of hanging on for dear life and doesn't know where this is going. And it's leading her forward, but it kind of, you know, it's going in a downward motion here. It's like, where am I going? I'm like a meteor heading for the earth. So there is a sense of sort of an out of control feeling. Because if this, you know, Eight of Swords energy is anything, it's controlling, right? So you're abandoning all sense of control in March. And that, you know, is really good because it's leading to that Ace of Cups, like joy, celebration, fun, and just love and all this wonderful stuff. But it may feel like, whoa, where is this thing taking me? You also have the Nine of Cups. So just knowing that you are being divinely protected, knowing that this is a very powerful, look at all that power protecting her with all those sleeping lions. You know, there's this fireplace here. You're warm, you're protected, you're cozy, you can rest. So before, Sagittarius, there was a sense that you couldn't rest because, you know, you were in that Eight of Swords energy. Once you release that, you know, once you walk through that, the fire of the tower, whatever that is, and hold that lamp up as the hermit and look at everything, it's going to lead you to a peace, a joy and a peace. And yes, a real sense of loss of control in the best way, if that makes sense. Control is overrated. So Sagittarius, you're also getting listen and reach out. So 2 and a 3. So it's like a, you know, take these steps, these baby steps. Listen to the guidance that's coming in for you and reach out. Allow yourself to be supported. Allow yourself to be helped. You know, like I say, this is a new feeling for you because you're used to being in control, even if it did put you in that prison. But this is about opening up, listening, allowing things to come in, being the hermit, being quiet, listening, allowing yourself to be lifted up divinely, allowing yourself to be helped. Just allowing yourself, you know. I have such an energy with you, Sagittarius, of like, can I just stop? You know, can I just stop? Can I rest? And the answer in March is yes, that is what you're being guided to do. Yes, please do, right? Okay. And this is the love message for Sagittarius for March. Yeah, this is right in line with your other messages. Keep an open mind. Release that control. Open up to what the divine is trying to show you. Just forget about all that stuff that you were like, it's going to be this way, it's got to be that way. I'm not going to do this, you know, or I'm going to do this. Let go of that. Allow yourself to open up and look at things in a way that lifts you up, like that star card pulls you forward. You know, allow yourself to be lifted up. Allow yourself to be in joy, be in that Ace of Cups. you know, let go of that control. Let go of that self-imposed prison, please, Sagittarius. Okay, in March, it's going to lead to wonderful things. And what is the message regarding work, regarding soul purpose for Sagittarius for March? Thank you. For work, soul purpose. Wow, you have another 2. There's more about just taking things one step at a time. Oh, now this is interesting. So I asked about soul purpose and work. And this happened with Pisces too. Out comes an energy about connection and love. And you had another 5 earlier. This adds up to a 5. And there's an energy of like, this is going to change everything. So when you open up, when you go, when you abandon all that kind of sense of control and I have to be in charge and I have to be right, you know, with that card you got about have an open mind, you know, open that mind. Release yourself from that mental prison. When you do that and you move into this energy of connection, real connection, it's going to, and this is another 2 for partnership, it's going to lead you. It's going to lead you to something new and expansive, work-wise and purpose-wise. It's going to connect you with your purpose. It's going to lead you to a new place. It's going to lead you to an entirely new place, I'm getting. So for you, that connection, that moving into the heart, into that Ace of Cups, is very important for your work as well. So, you know, enjoy. Take March, Sagittarius, and make it about breaking all those rules, okay? You will be pleased with those results. You will be happy with what happens, okay? Thank you. Let me know what happens. Okay, this is Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio for March 2019. Please, what would you like Spirit for Scorpio to know? Messages would you like Scorpio to have? Whoa. Okay, Scorpio. Get the feeling you're like, I don't know, you're like, there's a sense of suspense of like, what's it going to be? I didn't feel that with any other sign. It's kind of an anxiousness. Let's see. For Scorpio, we're going to clear that energy. Release that, okay? All right. The Star. See what happens when we do that? So, Scorpio, you are in a place right now, or you have been, where you've been nervous. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I just don't know. I just don't know. So, remember your power to connect with the divine, to go within, do what we just did. It took a split second, you know, to just go, let's clear our energy. One breath, and it's clear. Just doing that over and over again, because then you connect with your hopes, your dreams, everything that you could possibly want. That's what connects you. That's what, you know, allows you to grab that star. It's just taking that moment to get in that place. So don't forget to do that, Scorpio. To, you know, bring that awareness. Beautiful page of cups. Yeah, in this card. So this is the page of cups, and it's like the tiniest little cup. The tiniest little cup held by the shadow of the fox that the page is making. So this is saying, like, I had to look for it, but that cup is there, you know, and this is just, it's like a scavenger hunt for you, Scorpio, like we did in the very beginning there, where we, okay, where is it? Let's clear our energy. There it is. And here it's like the page of cups. Where's the cup? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's an energy for you right now, Scorpio, of like having to be very, you know, spiritually vigilant, to spot and to stay connected, not to miss what's coming in, being given to you. That page of cups is about a beginning, a new beginning from the heart. It's an offering from the heart. And don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss your opportunity. Don't allow your mind to, you know, distract you out of seeing it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else is coming out. This is why. This is why it's important that you open your eyes, Scorpio. Because you have the Four of Cups, which is about you turning away from something that's being offered to you. And holding on to comfort. Holding on to comfort, even if that comfort is pain, if that makes sense. Sometimes pain is comfort. Sometimes when it's what we know, it's comfortable. And sometimes when something new comes in that's not that old painful comfort, you might turn away from it just because it's unfamiliar. I'm going to ask into this death card. You do have death here. What is this death card for Scorpio? Thank you. The Fool. Okay. It is. I also need clarification, please. Whoop, for this, okay. There's a rebirth that's trying to happen for you, Scorpio. Yep, it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth into your dreams, into something you've dreamed of. That wants to move you quickly into this new phase of your life. Okay, so it's very important that you be conscious. Make sure that you don't have any unconscious resistance, because this is going to pull you forward. But it's very, very important that you be awake, have your eyes open, and be watching for it. Okay, so it's a rebirth because it's a birth, because this page of energy is so tiny. Page of energy. Page of Cups energy. So I'm just feeling into this energy. It's a birth. It's a birth. Energy birth. Okay. So your physical self, this is going to sound heavy, but it's like your physical self is dying in many ways. Okay, Scorpio. Doesn't mean you're going to die. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your body. It's just that you are shifting into a new plane of being where you are going to be ending in a very, very big way a lot of old painful things of your old existence. Okay. And these things were so heavy and so painful in your old existence that you absolutely are being required to allow them to be put to death, you know, in some big way. So this new birth can come in, this new energy birth, okay? So you're gonna notice I'm just feeling a lot of things for you, Scorpio. And you know what I'm going to do? There's a lot. I'm gonna get out of this stuck, okay? Because there's an energy with you, Scorpio, from the very beginning of your reading, of like, I'm getting lost in the mire kind of thing, okay? So let's clear again. We need Jen Huber for the energy clearing, shamanic guide. We'll just connect with her energetically, clearing the energy for Scorpio, because there's something heavy just trying to pull you down, and it's just, you know, within yourself. It's nothing to be worried about external, just clearing that energy so that you can feel that lightness, lifted up, new energy birth. Okay, let's do that. Okay, because there are some wonderful things here. There's the Empress. There's the Chariot moving you forward. There's the Wheel of Fortune with this divine timing happening. Okay, so what we're going to do now, Scorpio, is just be mindful of that kind of heaviness, it's sort of, you know, just a murkiness. We're just clearing that out. We're going to pull again for you, Scorpio. If I haven't done this for any other sign, we're going to pull again. And just feel into that, okay? We're going to allow ourselves to be lifted up, allow you to be lifted up by that star energy. Let's see what comes out. There we go. There you are. There you are. You're there. You're okay. Your hand's saying, I'm here under all this. Yeah. Yeah. You're there. Signs of life. So you've been, pulled down by worries, anxieties, mental murkiness. But you're in there. Your soul's in there. You just threw up a flare, right? So let's see what comes out for Scorpio for March with this energy cleared. Thank you, Spirit. You're ending all of that. You're ending those old cycles, that old pain. You're ending it. It's time to end it. Beautiful. So you have the Four of Swords. It's time to allow yourself to heal. It's 333, which is that 3. It's that, Trinity. It's that unity energy. You and the divine. It's lifting you up. With the 8 of Wands here, it's you climbing, lifting up, connecting. Yeah. Two of Wands. Okay. Beautiful. Scorpio, we did a beautiful job shifting you out of that murkiness, that heaviness, that fear. Yeah, into the Queen of Wands. Okay. So now that you have shifted that, you have the end of that painful cycle, you're ready to get out of that murkiness, you're ready to just leave all that behind. And you are going to need to do that fully, mercilessly, just leave it behind, okay? Because you are moving into something very big, very, that new energy. You're moving into it, and it's important that you move fully into it. Allow your guidance to lead you, to lift you up. Allow yourself to have this time in March, or at least for the next week or so, couple weeks, to recover, rest. You've been through a lot of pain. You have been through a lot of pain, Scorpio. This life and maybe previous lifetimes. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot energetically. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself that time. And when you're ready, later in the month, it will be time to climb. Out, up, out. See this little dejected child down here? And then climbing all those ladders up to the top. That divine light up there. You're being supported. You're being lifted up. Yes. So allowing that to happen this month. It will happen. 8 of Wands. That guidance will come in. You just follow it. Your whole job, Scorpio, is to do what we did already in this reading. Take yourself back to that place of awareness. Take yourself back to that place with the breath. Take yourself back to that place where you're listening, where you're able to hear. Okay? And then just follow that guidance that comes from that place. You feel like you're in a cage. Just focus on that bird there on the other side of the cage. Focus on that soul connection with the divine. And if there's a soul connection, in your life in the physical that is nourishing to you, you can focus on that too. The divine is taking care of those things that caused you pain in the past, so you do not need to get caught up in trying to justify, rectify, fix what has happened in the past that's caused you pain. The divine is taking care of that. So release it, walk away from it, move away from it, go into this new, allow the divine to take care of all that. That is your key. You are the Queen of Wands. You are in this power. And I said Wands and it's cups, and that's significant. Powerful. Your power is in your heart. Your power, your power. And see, she's underwater here, and she's being lifted up. She's going to rise up. She's reaching up toward the light. You've been submerged. You're being lifted up, reaching up toward the light, holding the cup. So that is that feeling that love, allowing that love to pull you, to lead you. And also because I said Queen of Wands, allowing it to draw to you what's going to be in resonance with your soul. Beautiful. This is very profound energy for you, Scorpio. And that shifting is very important for you, okay? Let's see what else is happening for Scorpio. Yeah. Base chakra, root chakra. And heart chakra. 2 chakra cards out of this deck that has a lot more than chakra cards. Heart chakra, base chakra. It is allowing that love, allowing that, allowing what has been opening your heart, giving you that new energy, giving you that new life. to seep down, to make its way down into the roots of your life, into your real life. So that you have to make changes that way with this 4 plus 1, which is 5. Allowing that illumination through your heart, what we just did with the awareness, allowing that awareness of the heart to come in and transform your life like it's transformed your energy. You're reading right here, okay? The power of that awareness, allowing that to do those things in your life this month in March, okay? And this is your message regarding love, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, as you align more, you are bringing in these things that are right for you in love too. So this is about aligning with that connection that the heart chakra is bringing into you. Again, you have the 2 of Wands. That is about that soul connection. And it's about that on a very soul level, but with that base chakra card, you know, it's coming into you in real life. And this is something is returning to, someone is returning to you from the past. A reconciliation. Now, I want to delve into this just because there's so much in your spread about leaving things behind, about moving away from the past, that I just would like to ask for clarification here for this reconciliation for Scorpio. Just making sure that it's, you know, not something that's asking you not to do, you know, not to retread old ground, or something to be aware of here. You got it with 8 of Cups and disconnecting from the world. 8 of Cups. Retreat, disconnecting from the world. Retreat. Oh, well, we're in retrograde. Yeah, Mercury in retrograde. So you have retreat and reconciliation. Interesting. So someone may try to reconnect with you this month. This talks about disconnecting from the world. They may want to take you away, you know, on a trip. They may want to have just some time just with you, sort of have a conversation, just have you to themselves. Just feel into what's right for you with this, because it does come with the 8 of Cups as a clarifier, which is talking about moving away from that which has brought you that pain before, from that which was unfulfilling to you before, moving away from that into what's right for you now. So if someone wants to talk about something from the past, if someone wants to have time with you, that is, you know, totally, it can be fine. Just be very aware not to repeat those old patterns. Be very aware that you are moving into this new energy, Scorpio. That's a big message for you. And now we're going to ask for a message for Scorpio having to do with work, soul purpose. Thank you. A lot of signs have gotten this Thinking Man card. And it is about shifting perspective when it comes to your work. And you got it with this cornucopia card about abundance. That's beautiful. So shifting your perspective when it comes to your work, shifting your perspective when it comes to your soul purpose, shifting into this mentality of abundance, knowing that it is streaming in, even if the mind would, you know, present you evidence otherwise. Okay, it's aligning with this. It is changing your perspective, not looking at your work from that mind perspective, but looking at it from that place of alignment. What are you aligning with? And Scorpio, for you, the message this month is just all about allowing that past to die away, allowing that old pain to die away, and those things that weren't fulfilling and weren't working for you before, really, really, really allowing those to go away so that you can enjoy abundance, connection, you know, the heart leading you where the heart wants to go, and bringing that into your real life. Okay, Scorpio, and I mean, most of the message for you for this reading was about the power of shifting your energy, the power of moving out of your mind. And that is what I hope you'll take from that. Okay, and please let me know how everything resonates with you. And we're going to move into Libra. For March. Thank you, Spirit. This is for Libra for March. Page of Cups. Libra for March. The Star. Beautiful. Libra for March. The Ten of Wands. Putting down those old burdens. The Four of Wands. Okay. And Death. Death. Okay. So with the Ten of Wands and Death, Libra, for you it is, and the Four of Cups. Okay. For you it is all about allowing old expectations to fall away. Because it's like new life, new rules is what I'm getting. I mean, with this Page of Cups and the Star, it's like you've already been born into the next lifetime. This is a very, strong energy of birth. You know, this Page of Cups is a very sort of babyish, fetal kind of energy. And the Star, it's got this momentum. It's interesting, I dropped it and it'd be kind of a big production for me to get it, but she's being rocketed forward by the momentum of that. And it's almost like this birthy energy just pulling her forward. So Libra, you are being rapidly birthed, and I dropped it. And you know, next is this Ten of Wands and Death. So it is going to be important this month, Libra, that you really embrace that momentum that's pulling you forward, because you don't want to fumble. You know, you don't want to fumble by getting into that old energy of taking on too many burdens, of taking on things that are not, they're disproportionate to what is loving to you to take on. Okay. So when you're trying to hold all those wands, Libra, and when you're trying to be all things to all people, do all the things, you know, and do them well, you may fumble, and you don't want to drop the Star like I did, right? Because the Star is everything. It's what's pulling you forward. It's what's pulling you forward into this harmony, into this love. This is yours. This is your happy life. This is you having comfort, and comfort in a really deep way, not in a, you know, an ego way, but in a very deep, satisfying way that all of those ones in the world couldn't provide, right? And really just allowing that old sense of what you have to do and who you have to be to really, really die away, so that you can be born like that Star into that new life. Just big message, do not fumble that while you are, you know, dealing with all of those other things that you're now supposed to be or guided to be in the process of putting down, right? Okay, Libra, if that makes sense. Four of Cups, and clarified by the Two of Swords. Just asking for more clarification. Yeah, Libra, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So this is saying it is your time, your destiny, you know, to move into this Star, to move into this rebirth, to move into this time where you get to embrace the Four of Wands. You get to embrace your happy ending. You know, you get to live that life that's in alignment with your soul, your wishes, your dreams. You are going to need to decide to grab it because, you know, like we said, that fumbly energy, that energy of dropping it, it is a decision to grab it. The Four of Cups here, she's kind of turning her nose up at it, turning away from it, not looking at it, and clinging to old comfort. Clinging to old comfort. So those wands, those burdens could be comfortable, and if you cling to them, you may miss the cup that's being presented to you, the Star that's being presented to you. So don't do that this month, Libra. I'm passing along the guidance to seize the opportunity, to seize the momentum, to seize the gifts, and, you know, stay in that place of making sure that what you're grabbing, what's in your hands, is what's truly right and in alignment with your soul. What's truly right for you and in alignment with your soul, okay? All right. You have success and growth, 8 of Wands. And feeling alone. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. So this growth, this expansion is beautiful and it's moving you forward. And that means it's moving you away from something. When you're being moved forward towards something, you're being moved away from something else. You know, that's just physics, right? So you're being pulled, moved towards something, toward home. In this card, you can see the home, the house, the light. You're being moved toward that, but you're having to move away from something else, and that may give you feelings of fears of being alone, even though, you know, that's just because you're having to wade through these waters to get there. You're not really alone. It's just night and there's these waters. You know, if it was daylight, it wouldn't look near as lonely and scary. So that's just saying, you know, this is a month when, you know, yeah, you are going through this time of having to end something, death, you know, the valley of the shadow, and allow that growth, that guidance to pull you through. And again, grab it, pay attention to it, don't drop it, okay? Because it's going to take you into that 4 of Wands is the guidance, okay? Message for Libra regarding love. Message for Libra for love for March. Okay. There is, again, this goes with that 5 of Pentacles, that feeling alone card. There is something you're going to be leaving behind. There is something that is not fulfilling to you, that is not, you know, it's, again, it's moving away from something because you're moving toward the light, moving toward your star, okay? So that what you're moving away from may be something unrequited, maybe something imbalanced. But stay optimistic about your love life. Again, that star. Allow that star to pull you up, pull you forward, move you forward toward what is shining for you, what is your truth. Stay in that positive thinking. Stay focused in that. Okay, don't be trying to focus on everything at the same time, because again, they're showing me that image of like trying to grab all those wands and you don't want to drop. What's most important? I just dropped again the sun almost. Yeah, you don't want to drop. What's most important? What's your joy that you've been aligning with? Okay, so work, soul purpose message for Libra for March. Ooh, crown chakra, 7th chakra. Beautiful. And walking away. A lot of energy about walking away in your reading, Libra. A lot of energy about putting down burdens. A lot of energy about leaving one thing, moving toward something brighter. See how she's following those lights? She's walking out of the fence. She's moving forward in love. She's walking away from something to move towards something more fulfilling and more in alignment with the divine, with that crown chakra, with the guidance that's coming in. So this has to do with your soul purpose too. So what are you walking away from with your work? What are you walking away from? Maybe security, you know, maybe a sense of security to the mind. Maybe a job that no longer suits you. Maybe anything that is not in alignment with the guidance you're being given. Because it's all about focus for you this month, Libra. What are you focusing on? Focus on that star. Don't drop it on the floor like I did. Right? And focus on that guidance that you're being given that's pulling you forward into that success, that growth. Stay focused, okay? Beautiful. I hope you'll let me know how this resonates, and we will connect again soon, and have a wonderful month. Bye.